pretty people, all the pretty people on Facebook say, hi, Jerusha, it's Monday. Yes, and so I'm just going to do a quick motivation, inspiration, and some business tips to help you get inspired, to help you get motivated and fired up to get your businesses started or get your book written or start that program, whatever it is. Today is your day. So it's Marvelous Monday, Motivational Monday, Money Making Monday, whatever you want to call it. Put it in the chat. Tell me what you want to call Monday. So yes, Magnificent Monday. It don't matter. Vanessa in the building. Jasmine in the building. Let me know that you're in the building by putting it in the chat so I can see your beautiful faces. You are a pretty person. What that means is all the pretty people, we celebrate, collaborate, and create great relationships. And so that's what it's about, the people. So you're my pretty people. So grab your pretty people merchandise. The link is in the bio if you are a pretty person, because we win. And so sharing is caring. So make sure you share the broadcast. Tag 2 people that you know, business besties or people you know that might need this information today, especially if you've ever gotten value from anything that I've shared. Tag 2 people and share the broadcast. That's how it goes down. Yes, God is good. God is good. God is good. Hello, I love the hearts. Heart me up. You got to give me some stars if you're on Facebook, but if you're on Instagram and TikTok, you got to do the hearts. Yes, heart me up. I love to see you there. I show up for you guys, and I show up for me too. So I show up because sometimes you just don't know what people need to hear, what would inspire them, or what would trigger them to do some amazing things. And so I want to be a part of that success. Oh, I love the hearts on Instagram. I appreciate you. Instagram in the building. So if you're joining me for the very first time, make sure you put newbie in the chat. Say, I'm a newbie, Jerusha. Put newbie. That means you're just now hearing the sound of my voice. You are a newbie to me. I get to have a new friend, a newbie. Hello, newbie. I love my newbies. And then, of course, if you watch the replay, put replay. That's always important because I look at my stats, like more people watch the replay than the live. So if you watch the replay, put replay. But if you tag 2 people, share the broadcast. You and I just became besties. Like you can ask me any business question and I will teach on that subject or I will answer you privately, because when I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. Knowledge, write that down. Knowledge is the new rich. Arm yourselves with it. So today we're going to talk about you living up to your full potential. I say it all the time. Most people do not live up to their full potential. So this is going to be easy today. So you can get your pen and paper out. Because it's very important for you to not just absorb all this great information from social media, use it as a tool, but for you to implement the information, because information without implementation is just information. And so we don't want to be information hoarders. We want to implement. I want to see you win in 2023, the best me in 2023. Yes. And so I wanted to share with you, this is my message today. Don't worry about the past. Let it go. Your past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. You don't have to stay there. Jerusha, I'm going to say it again for the people in the back, okay? Your past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. You don't have to stay there. And so if you're joining me, I'm Jerusha, motivational speaker, radio personality, social marketer. And so I'm one of the people that I could live in the past. In my past life, I built a business offline. In my current life, I build businesses online. And so I'm looking forward to what's going to happen. And so you learn everything that you can, and then you use it for your future self. Okay. I'm excited for my future self. And so if you're excited, put future self. Yes, you're excited for your future self. And so I'm the person, I built my business initially offline for years. I did very well. I'm one of the stories that, straight out the gate, top 2% in 8 months. I earned all the things and then decided just in 2019, hey, I really wanted to be online. And so I started making that shift. And thank God I did. I was being obedient to the voice, that little voice. I was being obedient to the voice. And it said, get online, girl, get online, get online. And I didn't want to get online. I'm like, I don't want to get online. And I'm like, I don't understand it. And then I started being online. I started collecting with other great people and watching great things happen and reaching more of an audience. I was like, ah. And so got online, learned some strategies. created my own signature course, 3-day ride. Now I have a 6-month coaching program for you. Go, Richard. I have a 6-month coaching program because most people wanted me more than just for 3 days. So that's available. The link is in the bio. And so I've been able to really build an audience on social media, particularly here on Facebook and on TikTok. And we're working on Instagram. But yes, and so it's just more people that you can actually share your product, your services, your opportunity. So I suggest you get online. It's not going anywhere. It's not. I heard Gary V. If you don't follow him, you might want to follow him. Gary V. He talks about, being on all of them and how LinkedIn is one of the places you want to be if you're building a business as well. So everybody's doing short form video. Now LinkedIn has short form video. YouTube has YouTube Shorts. And so it's very important for you to show your face, girl. And so my word of the year is more. So I'm doing more. So I'm on my YouTube channel now. I'm everywhere. So I'm doing more than what I did yesterday because that's the past, right? We're working in the what? Present. Say, Jerusha, you're still, yes. Your future self. Put that in the chat. You're excited about your future self. So I wanted to tell you really quickly, are you familiar with the iceberg theory? Yes or yes? Anybody familiar with the iceberg theory? I actually say it pretty often. 70 to 90% of an iceberg's true mass is hidden below the waterline. And so did you know 70 to 90% of who you are is yet to be seen? So people haven't even seen what you are about to do. Girl, the best you in 2023, they haven't even seen it yet because typically our potential, our real potential of who we are is below the waterline and it's hidden. So that means, right, you haven't even lived all of you yet. You haven't even given all of you yet. Isn't that crazy? And I feel like, I've done some great things. I had successes and failures. Listen to me, successes and failures, success. And I just feel like, I've done a lot. I've been in radio. I've been in television. I did podcasts. I've done a lot, built businesses, trained thousands of people. I've been on stages and I still haven't lived up to my full potential. Isn't that crazy? So it's hidden below the waterline of your potential. So what is your potential? The moment that you were dropped on this earth, your potential took off running ahead of you. This entire race of life is about you catching up to yourself. So I say this every time. Every morning I'm catching up to me. Every single day is me and me. Okay. So write this down. Here's your business tip. Number 1, in order to come into your true self, you have to lose your false self. I'm going to write that down for the people back here. Yes. Number 1, write this down. Pretty person going to put this in the chat for me. Yes. You're going to put this in the chat for me. Number 1, in order to continue, okay, into your true self, you got to lose your false self. That's number 1. You got it? Thank you. Number 2, obviously people say this pretty often, but people don't do it. Be you. Be authentic to yourself. Okay. You're the brand. I am the brand. Yes, I'm partnered with a company. Yes, I am a social marketer. Yes, but I am Jerusha first. I am the brand. So be authentic to yourself. Write that down. That's number 2. Number 3, don't get confused in your identity. Don't look at somebody else and be like, oh, I want to be like that person. Okay, you can model that person. You can take inspiration from that person or tips or whatever, but you got to don't confuse. Okay, don't get confused in your identity. Who are you? And so when you're trying to be somebody else, it's harder to keep up that way. So I just decided, let me just show up as myself. I'm like, hello, pretty people. Let me be me from the jump, because in that way, I don't have to try to remember what somebody else did or what somebody else said. Let me get my own rhythm. Let me create my own content, right? And so it comes natural for me because it's mine. And so that's number 3. Number 4, understand who and whose you are, baby. You have to comprehend who you are. Once you figure out who you are, there's nothing to stop you but you. And so I called my new team. I went from one company to another company. And so my new team and business partners, I call them infinite players. And so the reason I call them infinite players, because infinite players don't play to beat the competition. When you are an infinite player, you play to beat yourself. And so my infinite players in my business, we got this favor over us. It's God's kiss to us. Favor is God's endorsement. There is a God's force in you. Let me tell you, there is, if you're a pretty person, there's a God's force in you that needs to come out. Okay. So you build a business by stepping outside of the box. You know, everybody tried to put everybody in this one box. They, first of all, they tried to brainwash you in school, okay, with information that's not always correct. And then secondly, they brainwash you from 5 years old that you're going to get this degree, which is great because I got my degrees. I love education. Okay. So that's not what I'm saying. I got my degrees, but they brainwash you that that's the only way. It's this cookie cutter way. You go to school, you're going to get this great, you're going to get a degree, and then you're going to go get this great job, and you're going to live well, and you're going to be retired and all the things, right? Well, that doesn't really happen for most people the way that they pictured it, right? So now you're going to have to think outside of the box. I used to tell my boys all the time, you can color outside the lines. You don't have to stay inside the lines. Color all outside the lines. Okay. So you don't have to do it the way everyone else is doing it. Yes or yes. Yes, yes, yes. And so all of us have received gifts that we don't use. All of us have received talents that we don't use. Every single one of us has something to offer. And I know sometimes people are like, oh, I don't know what mine is. Girl, whatever you love to do, that's it. If you like to tell jokes, you're a comedian. Like if you like to tell stories, you better write a book. Like you already have it. Every single person. Can you imagine God has given every single person gifts and we don't really use our gifts. So what gifts have you been given? Write it in the chat. Tell me what you know your gift is, not what your title is. What's your gift? Okay. So my gift is talking. I knew it. I was like, I think I'm going to talk the rest of my life and get paid to do it. So what's your gift? Write it in the chat. I want to see what your gift is. Now let's learn to respond by using it. When you write your gift down, now I want you to use your gift. So I can tell you, okay, I have an appointment at 2. Yeah, 1:45. All right, great. Yeah, that's another business tip. Make sure you have alarms. I have alarms all day to tell me what I need to do next. Okay, so we're not wasting time. This is how I became a professional time thief. All right, so I purchased my son a cell phone when he was younger. Okay, don't judge. He was real young. I don't know. He was young. You know, everybody has a cell phone. So he was young. I want to say 7 or 8. I don't know, somewhere around there. But I felt that he needed it. Really, I needed him to have it so I could call or whatever I felt like it. Just, you know. So I was that mom. So he has the cell phone. And I was like, all right, this is what we're going to do. Mommy gives you your phone. It was just basic. Nothing was there. What the internet was, it was basic, right? And so he's pretty responsible. And this was our test to show him, hey, we're giving you this as a gift and we want you to use it. You're pretty responsible. And this is our way of teaching him to keep up with his things and all the things. So there's a lesson in everything that I do for my boys. And so one day I text him and I said, Squirt, how are you doing? And he didn't answer. Then I text again. You know, how many parents are like, when I text you the first time, you better text back. He didn't respond. Then I text him again, hey, Squirt, what you doing? He didn't respond. By this time, if you're like me, you're a mom like me, I'm already mad. I'm mad that you ain't text me back the first time and real fast. And so he didn't respond. So when I picked him up, I think it was on a play date or he was someplace. And when I picked him up, I said, hey, I text you. He said, I know. I said, oh, but you didn't respond. He said, I know. I was like, oh, snap. Okay. I said, honey, when I give you a gift at a price, I expect for you to use it and to respond immediately, or it can be taken. And sometimes I think about God probably feels the same way because he's our father, like I'm his mother. God has given us gifts at a price. It's paid in full. And we received this gift. We received all of these talents and he's expecting us to use it. And he's expecting us to respond, okay? Or it will be taken away. And so if you don't use it, you might lose it. And the same thing I told my son, listen, if you don't text back, you're going to lose it, baby. The moment I text, you better use this because it's been paid in full. And I think that's how God thinks of us as human beings. The price has been paid in full and we don't even use half. Human beings don't even use but 10% of their full potential. So we're going to use it in 2023. We're going to use it or we're going to what? Lose it. So pretty people, use your gift. Use your gift. Believe in your infinite potential. I can't make you believe. You got to believe in your infinite potential. I believe they haven't even seen what's going to happen. They don't even know what's going to happen yet. I don't even know. I can just imagine, but I don't even know. I'm just walking in it. I'm just using everything up that I already have. Do you guys know Dr. Murdoch? It was a book. He's like one of the wisest champions of success that I've ever read. And one of his books is called The Law of Recognition. Write this down. Write this down. The Law of Recognition. Write it down. Pretty person putting it in the chat for me. So the book says that everything we want and need in life is already of recognition. What? As soon as we recognize who and what it is, it's already there. And so he talks about having dormant abilities. Let me give you an example. So people with dormant abilities can sing. They've been given the gift of singing and they don't. People with dormant abilities, they can produce videos, they can speak, they can produce ads or copy or write, but they don't. People with dormant abilities can build, they can teach, they can mentor, they can actually sell, but they don't. Their abilities lie dormant inside of them. So the great thing is you can change it. You can tap into your full potential today. The great thing is you have a choice to tap into those hidden potentials. This makes me so excited. Do you have dormant abilities that you're going to use this year? Do you have hidden potentials that you haven't even used yet? We haven't even seen the best of you yet. Will you tap into your full potential? Yes or yes? Say, Jerusha, I'm tapping this year. Put a tap in the chat for me. I'm tapping, Jerusha. We tapping in. Everybody, we tapping in. We tapping into our full potential this year because most of you really has hidden potentials. You have to really every single day, like I do, challenge yourself every day. Every single day I'm fighting me because you're fighting against your own self-imposed limits. I'm going to say it again. I'm fighting against my own self-imposed limits. You're not just a teacher. That's your occupation. Teaching is what you do. It's not who you are. And the moment that you figure out who you are, you can start tapping into your full potential and living it and using it. And so a key factor, write this down. Pretty person, gonna put this in the chat for me, okay? You need to develop a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. If you follow the broadcast, if you don't, you might want to follow the broadcast. Every day I tell my boys they have to learn something new, a growth mindset. Every single day, you need to learn something new, a growth mindset, a fixed mindset. If you're complacent and you're satisfied with status quo and you're like, I'm good, you have a fixed mindset. And that's where you want to start right there. That's a key factor in your success. We set our own limitations. Time is the only thing that's limited, so don't waste it. So we're tapping in. Yes, tapping into our full potential. We're tapping into our full potential this year. Put a tap in the chat for me. Say, Jerusha, I'm tapping in. I'm tapping in. And so we've got to live up to our full potential every single day. You're fighting against yourself. I'm fighting against me every day. And so let me share my screen with you because if you're on Facebook, I get to share my screen with you really quickly. And so if you're not on Facebook, you're on Instagram and you're on Instagram, yes, or TikTok, then you will have to come over here. You have to come over here and join us over here on the Facebookers, on the book face. Hi, go, yes, tap in. Put it in the chat, tapping in. You're tapping in into your full potential every single day. Every single day, I'm fighting against me. Me against the world every single day. So this is what I have for you to go ahead and start building that business or starting a business. I have partnered with the host of this training. If you're on Facebook, you can see this training that's on my screen. So yes, this training is about to change everything in your business. It's the January Jumpstart. Yes, it's the January Jumpstart. And so this is available. The link is in the bio anywhere. On Instagram, it's in my bio. TikTok is in my bio. Facebook is in my bio. And so it's the January Jumpstart and starts right now. Or if you're on Facebook, put in the chat, January Jumpstart, and I'll get you details. But this is what you can expect. You're going to have lessons on falling forward. Number one, you're going to have lessons on, in-person contacts and leads and generating leads in person. How many of you still generate leads in person? Yes or yes? I did that for years. I'm a master at getting leads in person. What else you're going to learn in the January Jumpstart? You're going to have online leads and generation, like how to get online leads. Number 4, you're going to learn how to book appointments, booking 101. Number 5, you're going to learn how to hold successful if you do parties. I don't do parties, but if you're in a business where you do parties, we're going to help you hold successful parties. Number 6, one thing to change for their new results. You've probably got to change one. Like I just said, you got to change your mindset. You got to work on a growth mindset. That's, to me, the number one thing that's going to help you excel this year. And of course, number 7, magic. Plan for growth. You're going to plan to be successful. Most people don't have a plan. Like I have a plan. I have it written down, and you just heard my alarm. I have a plan of action every single day. My IPAs are done every single day. And then, of course, we're going to teach you how to follow up, give you a follow-up system. If you haven't gotten my follow-up ebook, the link is in the bio for that as well. So it's available. Yes, the January Jumpstart. I just partnered with the host, which is Michelle Cunningham. And so I was like, yes, I want to be a part of this. And this is a part of what I believe. When you collaborate with great people, and you just get more out of serving other people. And so she is such a phenomenal teacher as well. And so we've had the privilege of working together. And so, yes, I definitely wanted to bring this to the pretty people, that these are the tools that we're bringing to you this year. We're setting you up for success. Now, you got to tap in. You got to tap in. Now, I'm giving it to you. You got to tap in. Now, if you need more than this, this is a 2-hour training. You need 6 months. I am, taking clients for my 6-month coaching program. The link is in the bio. I am taking clients for my 6-month coaching program. But get this. It doesn't matter what type of business you're in. I don't care what you sell. I don't care about your company name. This is about the pretty people. So if you have lotions, potions, pots, pans, nails, hair, lashes, t-shirts, I don't care. You want to learn how to monetize and leverage social media, check out the 6-month program that I am excited about for this year. And that is going to be my focus, is taking 6 months of coaching with me so I can really examine your businesses and work with you and give you ideas. I'm excited about it. And so, yes. And so this is going to help you jumpstart January. So if you want to jump in this quick 2-hour training, January Jumpstart, very inexpensive. Trust me. Okay. Go ahead, click the link in the bio or put in the comments January Jumpstart, and I will message you the details. Yes, go ahead and tell your teams. This is when you tell your team. Go ahead and tell your team, because when you have the information but your team doesn't, you guys are not winning together. And this is a team effort over here. There's no I in team, correct? So you want to go ahead and tag 2 people or share the broadcast. When I was just talking, I wanted to give you an illustration of the iceberg theory. So first of all, you can see 20%, if you're watching here, your knowledge and your skill is probably what you do right now. Like the young lady said, she's a teacher. That's just knowledge and skills. Your true potential is the other 80 to 90% that's already hidden. And so you want to make sure that you're tapping into that 80 to 90% that people haven't seen, the essence of you, your thinking style, what motivates you, what drives you, what gets you excited, your self-image, your social role, your traits, your motives. All of that is usually hidden. You can't see it. And so until you tap into it, so the world can experience your true self, your future self. And so I'm excited for you guys. Say, Jerusha. Yes. So yes, if you want to 6 months, put 6 months. If you want to be a part of that 6-month coaching program with me, no matter what your business is, I'm super excited to work with you this year and offer this for you. But if you want to jump into that 2-hour training, quick January Jumpstart, go ahead and put January Jumpstart in the chat, or the link is in the bio. Wherever you are, wherever my name is, it's a link tree. Just tap it. You can go ahead and register for that. If this was helpful, if you know this year you're tapping into your full potential, if you know this year, yes, you're going to maximize your potential, say, Jerusha, yes, give me some hearts, some stars, some love. Yes, tap into your full potential. Let's tap, baby. Jerusha, I'm tapping. Yes, we're tapping this year. No excuses. Vanessa's tapping. Yvonne is tapping. Danielle, Melissa, Lewis, yes. Shirlene, all of us is tapping into our full potential this year. If you want more of this goodness, if you love this, it's a quick 20 minutes, Follow me. Make sure you follow the page. I go live every Tuesday at 1:30 for a quick lunch and learn. Every Tuesday I'm live. This is obviously Monday, right? But I love to share what I know for sure. And so if you are following the page, you can catch me live almost every day. But Monday, Tuesday for sure at 1:30. That is my signature day. That's the day the television show comes on every Tuesday at 1:30 Eastern time. Yes. And so you're tapping in. Yes, we're tapping in. If this was good for you, please make sure you share. And of course, I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha, and I'll see you on the page.